Oh, hey, I'm back. Sort of. Why do I keep going away? This is getting way too repetitive. Hey buddies, it's Will of Dagames, and yeah, there's a lot of good and bad news in this video. Just wanted to, are you sat down? I wouldn't imagine you standing up as you're watching this, just saying. But I just wanted to chime you in on a few things that have been happening in my life, and a lot of bad news, good news sort of scenarios that we want to go through. Not all is lost, but we're going to try and push through this as much as possible, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for a lot of projects from us. A lot of you have been wondering where our videos are, and all sorts of different things that have happened on Dagames as of late. So might as well cut to the chase. Let's start with Iris. That's one thing that a lot of people, we released Why Do We Hold, and at the very end we saw a release date for Heart of an Artist Resurrection. You might want to forget about that. That's the bad news. This ties into a lot of my personal life, which I'll talk about at the very end of this video. I'd rather you just get to know the projects, and then if you don't care for the personal life stuff, you can get it done, whatever. It feeds into a lot of why Iris is going to be delayed. Sadly, with a lot of stuff that's been going on, I found it really hard to get into the groove of making all of these songs. I found it really hard to give the best that I can, and that's all I want to give you guys, is the best album that I can. Or at least the best remake, so to speak. The album's already out, regular Heart of an Artist is finished, so I mean, like, you can all listen to that whenever you want, I guess, but Resurrection was supposed to be my chance to rectify the physical album problems, and unfortunately, as it stands, we are very, very close to finishing it, but again, the personal life stuff's taking it too much of a toll on me, plus Dagames is a big thing to talk about later on as well. That stuff is kind of feeding into this too. Putting it short, it's so hard to work on 2 albums, loads of songs, let's plays, all of that, and it's kind of sent me on a huge burnout, and I never want to be able to release something that's just garbage, in my opinion. I can put it out there, and I'd be proud of it, and make sure that it's the best that I can make it, but you guys ain't gonna get that if I rush this, and I really, really don't want to rush this. Since Heart of an Artist, it implies there's heart in this. I don't want it to just be some shitty remake. That there's going to be some things that might not be aching to a lot of people's expectations, but at the same token, I'm very confident so far with the sound, and I don't want it to drop just because I'm going through this stuff at the moment. So that's the bad news on this. May 24th is not going to be the release date for Heart of an Artist Resurrection. But the good news is May 24th isn't entirely out of the question. There's still a few things that we can do. Now, don't quote me on this, but I'm trying to make an Iris artist page on my record label stores, DistroKid. I'm trying to use that, and I want to upload some singles on there as proof that, we're doing something, but also just to kind of separate Iris from Dagames. It's a thing that I've been trying to do for the longest time, and I think now's the time. But there might be a complication with that, and this is why I don't want you to quote me on it too much. There might be a big problem with that. If you remember, the Dagames medley was supposed to be released way back when the YouTube video was released. There's a reason why it isn't on stores, and a lot of people keep asking me, where's the medley? Where's this? Where's that? Putting it simple, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, they all thought that I was stealing. And yet, they're my songs. DistroKid handed me back an email and just said, well, you can't do this because you're using songs that aren't yours, which are actually mine. So if you want to voice your concerns, head on over to iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all that sort of stuff. Cause a ruckus, cause a row. Get people to get in touch with me, and maybe we can get this stuff sorted, because I've tried and I'm not getting anywhere. But it's like we have Iris Music on Dagames as a record label already, so imagine the same outcome as the medley, but with Iris. So if we make a new artist page, what if they won't even accept it because they don't know that it's my stuff? This is a real problem that I have at the moment, and that's why we're going to try the Iris artist page as soon as possible, get some released singles out there so that you guys, you've heard a few of them already. You've heard Why Do We Hold as a remaster. You're going to be getting that and one other single to go alongside the artist page for Heart of an Artist Resurrection. So you won't just have to go on YouTube, you won't just have to go through our streams, you can just, it's on your playlist, and you get to view it and listen to it wherever you want in the best quality possible. Because we want you guys to have something. You can't just go and have it on YouTube and that's it, that's the end of it. We want you guys to have the best of what we can. There's a numerous amount of reasons why DistroKid and Spotify won't accept some of the songs that aren't even on certain pages. And it sucks because we wanted those out there. We want all of our songs out there, but sometimes they just won't accept it. But not only are you getting Heart of an Artist Resurrection stuff, Goliath's Throne will also be getting a new single going out on Spotify and all that stuff. And that stuff will be released on May 24th. So May 24th is still a big number. It's still something that counts, but it won't be the Heart of an Artist Resurrection album. If you know people aren't exactly in the loop and are still anticipating this album, tell them, spread the word, get this video out there. I don't want to have to repeat myself in this because this constantly keeps happening. I want people to look at this video. I want people to be able to see that this is an update of grave concern. This is also going out on my streams. It's all going out on Twitter and Discord, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's Irish-related material. We've got some singles coming out May 24th from both Heart of an Artist Resurrection and Goliath's Throne, just to tie you guys on for each release. And we're also hoping to try an Irish artist page as soon as possible. If that doesn't work, then we are going to release our stuff on the DA Games page. So you're still going to get it, but you can then say at least we tried. Next, DA Games related stuff. This is what you're here for. This is the DA Games channel. This is what you're here for. And we don't upload that much. We really don't. And that's because, again, feeding a lot into the personal life. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. And I can't give you the best whilst I'm in this mental state at the moment. I'm not happy. I'm just genuinely not happy with myself at the moment. I'm in so much trouble in my personal life. It's sending me into a lot of troubles. So the Let's Plays and all that stuff, they're kind of on a hold for now, whilst we think of a new way of doing things for our Let's Plays. I know that's a small fraction of our audience, but I care about that small fraction. I really do, and I want to give them the best. I don't just want to give them garbage. So I want to be able to give time to sort all this stuff out. I'm not going to go away. It's like I'm not going to stop completely, but you're going to see a much drastic number decrease. We're going to start going down in the amount of videos we have until I'm getting back into a good position again. Good news is I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling confident, but all that personal stuff is later, and you'll see why. Second, the Baldi's Basic song. I think a lot of you already know this already after going back onto the YouTube page. We had to age restrict the video. And this comes, I know a lot of you are like, well, aren't you family friendly? No, we're not. Should know from our shit posts. We do this all the time. But basic principle, we got away for so long with non-limited ads. We were absolutely fine. We had no problems. A lot of people were loving it, and we had expressed level of enjoyment throughout our side of things. Of course, there were some people who were disgusted, but we weren't going to please everybody. And it was a satire. It was whatever. But the creator of Baldi actually approached us and asked us if we could kindly age restrict the video. So we did. Basically, I don't want any drama. I don't want any confusion on this. I don't want any like, no, I'm not gonna age restrict this, and then so many complications come down the line. I've had a lot of times in my life where I've lost contact with several people because they've disagreed with something that I've done, and I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this anymore. I'm tired of losing people. So I'd rather comply. I'd rather make it, and besides, at the end of the day, it's at least morally right. It's not exactly age appropriate. It's a very, very mature video. So it seems like it makes sense to put age restrictions on there in the first place, which is why I'm absolutely fine. And the good news is, it's not as if it's blocking the video from entire existence. It's safeguarding it. It's disclaiming that you must be of a certain age. Doesn't mean you can't make a fake account and just do it that way. That's what a lot of people do nowadays. But it was with great discretion that you're going in this understanding that it's a mature rated video so that you can go in on your own bearing. It would be your fault for viewing it, which back in the day, it was ours because we didn't put our disclaimers in. This was supposed to be a big shitpost. We don't like having to do it if we can get away with it, but if we know that it's coming to it, we will comply. Plus, I mean, even then, we don't have an age gate on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. You guys find this through YouTube. So, I mean, you go on Spotify, you can listen to it there, and iTunes and Google Play. Or, just do it that way. I mean, you're still able to listen to it. And yeah, whatever. That's the Baldi's age restriction talk. I'm not entirely pleased with having to do it, but I'm at least heavily compliant with doing it because I don't want any drama. I'd love to have just peace and tranquility within the creators community. I just want to be able to get along without having to stop you from watching the video in the first place. This is all it is just viewer discretion. Which brings me to music, honestly. Our final point for DA Games. It is on a slight delay. We did have a good track record this year. We had, Meet Thy Maker, we had Trinity, we had Hibernation, we had FNAF VR song Parasite, we had Oh, what else? What else? There are so many different things that we released. And the Baldi song. You know, we've released quite a lot recently. Compared to what we did last year, we have released quite a lot. And that's because on top of doing the music for DA Games, we've also had to do Iris material. So we've got so many different songs in the works. And there's some that they're finished. They are done. I can get them out there if I want to. But again, personal life. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be covering later, and it's going to be a bit harsh, but it's kind of the big reason for all this burnout. I can't physically work in these conditions, so I've had a lot of this stuff piling on top of me, and that's why we've had to postpone a few of our releases, and hope that, you know, we're not going to completely just abandon these projects that we've announced. We're going to get some stuff out there, but of course, we have to give that time. Which brings us on to our biggest points in this video. It's the personal life. Woohoo! A lot of shit that I get to talk about. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but the details that you get will give you a clear idea as to where I am in life. So I just got recently diagnosed with depression and anxiety. This feeds into a few things later that I'm going to talk about, but the circumstances that I've had have led me into depression, anxiety. I've got restless leg syndrome right now. I'm kind of just... You notice in my videos sometimes I get shaky camera. I got the legs moving left, right, and center because of it. It's because I'm not feeling too well. I'm not feeling great. A lot of mental shit's going down. And I'm that's basically me trying to do a video, and that's me trying to get into the comfort zone. But my family and friends have gravely expressed how unhealthy I've been as of late. So that's a big thing that I've had to take back on. And one of the big reasons why I've been getting this is I'm in debt. It's a thing, you know, sometimes in life we end up getting a huge bill that we can't pay, and it gets on our nerves, and it's insane. And at the moment, this is a pretty big deal. The good news is we're sorting it, and it's getting completely sussed out. We're not one to kind of Swiss away from this all our lives. We want to get this stuff cottoned down as much as possible. But the harassment and the calls and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it started giving me depression and anxiety. It started getting me paranoid now. I can't even sit by my doorbell and feel happy that that doorbell exists anymore. I've started hearing it in my head way more as of recently. The perfect tune, the perfect chime that it makes. It's alarming. It's very disturbing. It hurts a lot. So as you hear it in real life, then I get a good taste of it. But, like, I'll be asleep, and I've had sleepless nights over this stuff. 4 hours of sleep. I'll hear the doorbell ring, and I run down the stairs. Nobody's there. And nobody's done knock a door run either, because, you know, our housemates, they're like, we haven't heard anything. There's no doorbell. You're going insane. Yeah, I'm going a bit insane because of all of this, and it's not great. And here's another thing as well. I'm getting scam I've just got some random call from Saudi Arabia. What the hell is this? Why am I getting a call from Saudi Arabia? I'm blocking this. It just felt like the perfect time to discuss this and talk about it. I'm getting a lot of spam calls, and I'm getting a lot of crazy nuances. It's insane. I'm not happy. I get paranoid so much, and I get restless leg syndrome. I'm thinking of just completely changing my number and starting over with a clean slate, because this is nuts. I have a huge phobia of taking calls and texts. So, I mean, it really depends who I'm speaking to as well. If I know it's my mom, then fine. If it's, you know, a friend, I might have to ask for their contact details again because I don't know them. And that's what sends me off a bit of paranoia. But complete strangers who either put unknown ID or a completely random place that I've never heard of, never been to. Why would I ever visit there? Why would I ever have an association with it? Pure and simple, scams. And it freaks me the fuck out because it feeds into a lot of the personal life stuff that I am actually going through. It feeds into it and it kills me on the inside. And that stops me from working. That's why I've had to delay the Heart of an Artist album. That's why I've had to start figuring out new singles. That's why the Let's Plays are on hold. That's why the music on DA Games is on a slight delay. That's why everything that you're seeing on DA Games is on a complete standstill because of this garbage. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. On top of that shit that I'm sorting out, this stuff is, you know, this isn't permanent. We're gonna sort this out. This is easy stuff. I just need to have a bit of time doing it. And obviously that time feeds into this. I also have to move house. Again, I was given great discretion that 1.5 to 2 years was going to be the time that I would have at this place. And I thought that I'd have plenty of time to do that. But since then, they've just basically started saying, oh, no, it's just the year and that's it. So on top of the one situation that I have, on top of the depression and anxiety, on top of the delays, on top of all this shit, I have to move house as well. And Lord knows where that's going to be. And I'm so thankful to have the friends and family that I have around me to be able to get through this. Otherwise, I'd be dead by now. I'd be completely wasted. And then on top of that, I've also got 2 conventions, 2 big ones to go to, and a big one in August. I ain't stopping. I got MomoCon, I got too many games. I mean, I've got stuff to prep for MomoCon. I've still got an instrumental to make that was wildly out of the blue because I lost some of them out of nowhere. I was under the impression I was doing one song, and then just out of the blue, it's like, oh, you gotta do this one, because we haven't heard back from the other one. So now I'm all over the place. Now I'm having to focus on that remaster more than anything, because that's the thing that's coming sooner. It's nuts. But then too many games comes along. I've got 5 songs to play, and I don't know what ones I'm going to play. And all of this whilst moving house. This happens every single freaking year. This part of the year gets too insane for me, too drastic for me to even work. And I'm getting really, really tired of it. Starting to get really sick of it. And again, I'm so thankful for the friends and family that I do have around me at this point in time. And I've been streaming, like, more so than I do YouTube videos. I've been streaming on Twitch a lot lately, just to kind of vent, just to kind of get shit out there, just to play games and make sure that people know I'm alive and well and doing stuff. And it hurts to be able to be in this situation. But all of this is temporal. And all of this is because I don't want to, 1, die. 2, I don't want to burn myself out in the interim. And 3, I don't want to give you shit. I don't want to give awful stuff to you. That's my one anxiety that I have. I put a lot of care into my work. I don't want to give you guys garbage. Because that's the price anybody pays when they say, we want this now, we want this now. You're only going to get the half-assed part of it. And it's not going to be the better one that you'll get. So we've had to delay our stuff so that we can focus on it back end and fix it. Does this mean we're gone forever? No. We're not going forever. I can't even guarantee that in a nutshell. I have to stay to do a lot of work, but this is all back-end stuff. Will it improve in the future? Yes, definitely. Once I'm in a better situation and all of my paranoias out there are gone, and while I go through this cognitive behavioral therapy and get myself on these pills, I will be fine then. I will be able to move forward, start looking at random games, start exploring and doing all of this stuff. It's not enough for me to be able to just put all those feelings aside just for my work. I don't work like that. I have a lot of heart and a lot of feelings. I can't just click off at the span of a minute. Personally, I find that insensitive to the subject matter, and personally, I just don't like cutting off from a problem when it needs to be fixed. Too many times I'd rub something under the gutter, and it would never be sorted. Now is the time that I sort it, and now's the time that I get on track of it again. I can't thank you guys enough for just being around our corner for so long. And I've been recording for quite a while now on this whole subject matter, but I really, really wanted to make sure that without a shred of a doubt, you guys are going to be in my life for a long time. And I'm trying to rectify the wrongs, try to make them right. I've been doing this for so long now. Ever since Dagames started, I've landed in hot water and angel skies. There's so many things that have happened, and I can't cope anymore. I can't cope. I need to do shit about it before, we can get back on track again. So hopefully you guys understand. Just as a brief breakdown, there's a delay on the albums, unveiling of the artist page tryouts, there's new singles going to be coming on YouTube, the Let's Plays are on hold, the Baldi age restriction has been rectified, we talked about it, music is on a slight delay for Dagames as well, my personal life's got depression and anxiety, I'm in debt, I have to move house, I've got conventions. I've been meaning to talk about this for days! But it's gotten to a point now where after enough waiting, I need to speak. People need to know what I'm doing. Finally, I guess, talking about like what songs to expect from the Dagames side of things, specifically, we've got a Dark Deception song in the works. We've got a United We Stand instrumental in the works, also a full remaster of that. I'm working on a DuckTales cover, I think. Started working on our 3rd album for Iris, just sort of writing when I can. The Diva song, the Battle Royale song, we've got all of those those are songs that we have in mind and are definitely, they've got FL Studios project files, so it means we have tried. Then I guess we've got Override and Conquer for for a Goliath's Throne, and also either SOS or Too Dangerous as our single to go out with Why Do We Hold? Possibly Cold Man. That's gonna be on the album, but we still need to finish it. So yeah, that's what to expect from us if you are gonna get projects. We are gonna get stuff out there. As far as Let's Plays, we really want to play FNAF VR, the Help Wanted game. We want to play it. Also, I might be doing another video of Tetris 99 since they just released the DLC. I'm going to do the marathon run for 999 lines and see how far we can get. Just as a simple video. We'll see about it. I'll probably do a stream of it first, and then I'll do a video of it later. But I've talked for long enough. I hope you understand this shit. I hope I don't come off as some maniacal, insane psychopath. I'm not crazy. I'm really not. I'm just dealing with a lot of problems, and I need to fix those immediately. This isn't a time to sit and still and wallow on this and use it all as excuses. When you're in something of a slumber like this, you need to get out of it. You need to. But the one important thing, and I've talked about this a long while back in one of the videos called Take Your Time. This was back in like 2016 or something. Maybe 2017 for that matter. I can't remember. It was like some time ago. Time's a big word in this. You're going to hear it a lot. And you've probably heard it a lot already. I'm essentially coining that video for my personal life. I am taking my time with this. Trouble is, with some of the situations that are going on in my personal life, I don't know how much time I'm going to be given. So I'm in a big burnout already. I'm sorting all this out. You guys deserve better from me, and you will get better, but this takes time, and we're going to do that over the course of time. If you still want to watch us and you're missing us at all, we do streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/DAGamesOfficial. We're always on there. Occasionally we'll stream on YouTube, but Twitch is where we love our audience to be because they're the most passionate, they're the most respected people, and it's just an overall great ecosystem. So we've started going through that, and if you want, we're over there. We sometimes make music on streams. We sometimes play Tetris 99. We start doing a lot of games recently, and Tetris is a big one for us. If you're interested in that, then we're over there as well. If you just want to talk to me, we've got a Discord server, and those get announced in our Twitch live streams. You want to be in our server, you got to be in the Twitch live streams to be able to do that. Or just any general live stream, but mostly it's Twitch. But for now, obviously, I have to take a leave of absence for some slight reasons. We have a few songs finished, and we're going to get some lyric videos out there for you guys as soon as possible. But that won't be up to me. That'll be up to the rest of the DA Games crew, and we're going to get that on track ever so slightly. Anyway, I'm going to get going. If you like what you saw here, click like and subscribe, share with friends and family, maybe your dog. Check out DA Games Official on Twitter for the newest information on music, animations, let's plays, and live streams. I'm Will of DA Games. I hope this helped understand what we're going through. I hope you know, so we can get it out there. I'm going to be in my Discord server for now, probably stream or something, I don't know. But we'll see you guys very soon. Peace out!